Hello and welcome. This is Rising Dawn 144 Collective Message. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Hope all is well. Show me what the collective needs to see. Show me what is hidden. Show me the truth. Truth and clarity. Show collective what is hidden. What is it that they need to know? Guide them, protect them. Show them the way. Path, the light. All right. See what's going on. Starting out with trash. Something's worthless. Garbage. Shows alcohol. Dirty bed. Chew. Deep thinking, remembering, solving puzzles. Solving something about this trash. Something you've invested in, maybe. You're learning that it's worthless. It's a waste of energy. What's crossing this? Breaking up, walking away, separation, end. Okay. So someone's solving the puzzle. They went into something happened to make you, whoever I'm talking to, go into a deep thinking period. Like I'm feeling like I'm sorry, the rose-covered glasses coming off. You know, you seen something, you thought it was all that, and now you're contemplating, you're like remembering the past, going, wait a minute, I didn't have these issues until I invited this person into my world, or until I started doing these activities, or this breakup. That tells me that it's another person, though. That's all right. What's the foundation of this? Crown, owner, master, top level. Okay, what's the crowning energy? We got the key. Key people, core of the problem. Wisdom, death, sexuality, joy. Yeah, you figured out the core of the problem. You went into something happened that made you go and start thinking. I'm getting the feeling like when you first think you're falling in love with somebody, you know, it's that lust, basically. It's lust. Because you don't even really know the person yet, you know, you just fall head over heels and you're in it. You think this person's great. They're probably mirroring you, you know, showing you exactly what you want to see, and you think they're just all that. And then you get into it and you're like, wait a minute, this this isn't what I thought I was going to have. How come I don't see problems yet other than they're worthless? What's this crown? Transformation, a change. Change of the crown. Change of owners, transformation of owners, masters. Oh Lord, tell me they weren't. Becoming your master. What's the past energy? Yeah, that'd make you think. You're like, wait a minute, this person, unfinished business. It's not over. Back and forth baggage. Okay, what's unfinished business? Torment, anxiety, bondage, depression, troubled. Right. So this person has past torment. or something from this person's past is tormenting them. What's in your future, this? Letting go, surrendering, open up, give up, release, the clown. Yeah, you realize this and you're releasing it. You're giving it up. You see through the camouflage, the performance. It was an act. It was an act. Tell me about the crown and the change. Independent, free, take the initiative, lead. So you're going through a transformation. You were leveling up spiritually. What's this key? That might be what's going on. Okay, so maybe it isn't lust. It's a situation you were in for a while. You thought you loved this person. You thought this was your person. But they were sent on your path to stop this transformation, stop you from getting the crown. They had to take your freedom away. They had to put you in bondage. They had to stop you. That was like their mission. They brought in toxicity. They brought in lower energy, like drinking, drugs, sex. All right, so how is it the collective feels in this situation? Miss you. Miss, wait, and eager. Tell me about this miss you. Maybe you're realizing you're not your best self, and that's not okay with you. And you miss you. You miss who you were before. Finances, money problems, work, success, fortune. You miss the success. You miss your security. Your found. Tell me about the finances, miss you. Wow. Your soul singing. You took a chance. You took a leap of faith, a risk on this person. And now you're seeing that it's bringing out the worst in you rather than the best of you. You were on a path and this person came in, or somehow this person got control of your environment. Tell me how everyone else sees the collective. Divine intervention. Yeah, they can't. If you're on this path of leveling up and being crowned, they can't stop your path, but you have to become aware of it before anything can change. So that's what you did right off the bat. Here's divine intervention, divine timing, and hope. Wish, expect, desires. Okay, so this is how others are seeing you. So others are seeing this divine intervention happen in your life. They might have been getting paid somehow to hold your they think they're holding your soul back. They took a chance, took a risk doing this. Tell me about the finances. Level up, promotion, progress. So they wanted to level up by holding you back. Okay. So what's the hopes and fears? The law, lawyer, judge, police, divine law, because this is right on top of divine intervention, divine timing. Oh, what they did was against divine law. Okay, so, well, yeah, they're spiritually holding you back by keeping you in bondage, keeping you depressed, anxiety. What's the outcome? You woke up to this, though, so that's a good thing. Cool down, calm, or pause, solidification. It's like their fate is sealed, and you're sitting back and you're just waiting. You're waiting for divine intervention and divine timing to work. Like, aye. Tell me about this cool down. They're working in the shadow. Oh, lost loved ones, memories. This could be the elders are watching your back. This divine law has woken up your elders. That's your ancestors from the other side. Oh, they're pissed. Their fate is sealed for what they did. It's going through the spiritual courts right now. And it's like all the lawyers and the judges are getting everything together so that they can take this person down, take them out. Are working in their shadow. Talking about this shadow and sunset. You're isolated. Okay, so your ancestors are isolating you from this. You woke up to it. Maybe the divine has been giving you messages, synchronicities, whatever. But you've woken up to this. So that is good. Addictions, they're obsessed, toxic attachments, drugs, alcohol. You're seeing it. You're reflecting back. That's what I was saying. You're reflecting back and you're like, wait a minute. I was on such a good path. Like I felt good about myself. I felt like I was evolving, like I was ascending. And then I opened myself to this energy and now I'm just getting all this shit. Oh, it's exposed. It's going to be where everyone can see it. An old friend from the past, a forgotten person, hidden things, secrets, a treasure. And what is that? Someone from the past knew about this. You could have been, did I say isolated? I mean, your ancestors did isolated you, but this person could have isolated you because that's toxic people. That's the first thing they do. They get you to fall in love with them, they mirror you, get you to fall in love with them, and then slowly they take away your support system. So now you're not getting along with your mother. Now you're not getting along with your sister. Now all your best friends are toxic and you can't be around them because this person told you how toxic they were and they isolated you. This person from the past knew what was going on, but you were isolated from them before they could tell you their secrets. And now they're very sorry because they see what you're going through and they could have helped you because they knew about it before it got so far. They could have told you. And now they have eternal regret for that. They could have helped you before you got in so deep to the situation. But we all know on this path, people can tell us, people can warn us. It's just like as a young adult, your parents can tell you what not to do, but you're going to do it anyways because you need to figure it out for yourself. And that's kind of what I'm getting there. But whoever it was, that person, your friend or someone that cares about you a lot, they wanted to help you, but something happened. Something happened to get them out of your world, out of your life. Something about an oath, agreement, pledge, promise. I think somebody was getting financial benefits from doing this. firm, wide awake, and clean, decisive about an illusion, about a mystery, about something unknown, something confusing. There's an investigation into this. They wanted you to give up on progressing spiritually. They didn't want you to transform. Okay, well, let's see what Tarot's got to say about all that. Jesus, these people. Well, you know, these demons got to fight for their life. They're at the end of it right now. They're being exposed. We're on to them. We're on to them. That third wave has awakened, and their days are counted. They can't survive in the environment that we're creating as a collective. They can't. Their energy, that's why they're getting sick. That's why they're all going into hiding and stuff, because we're figuring them out. And just for the fact that we're figuring them out, and we don't even have to take action on that, just that we know it and we're aware of it changes everything. So they're on their way out, and they're fighting like hell. They're going to mess with us, but we're too strong for them. I think our biggest weakness is our hearts. Tell you honestly, that's our biggest weakness, because that's what they get us with. Whether it's messing with our children, messing with the people we love, messing with, just our very essence, putting us in torment and bondage and everything, they want to get us to a point where we just think, well, screw it. If we can't beat them, just join them. And we're not doing that, because we're way too smart and way too strong for that. And they're pissed about that, because they've done this for centuries and now it's not working anymore. So tell me about this trash. Tell me about this trash. Sorry guys, my allergies are going nuts. Four of Cups. Not accepting an offer. You thought this person made you happy before, and now you're realizing, oh my God, this is worthless shit. Not accepting a drink. Maybe you're going to stop drinking alcohol. Maybe that's how you bonded with this person. You guys like drinking together, having a good time, and you're not accepting that cup anymore. Talking about the Four of Cups. Maybe you're quitting drinking. Three of Wands. By doing this, your ships come in. What's this Three of Wands? Ace of Swords. Yeah, by stopping these activities. Oh, look at that. The Hierophant. Following your spiritual guidance. Maybe you've been thinking about it. This could be smoking, this could be drinking, this could be anything of lower energy. Sex, stuff like that. Spirit is showing you the truth on this. And it looks like you're giving it up. The Four of Cups. It brings in the truth. When you stop indulging in whatever this was, Spirit, it's like the blockage dissolves, and Spirit can come in with the truth. Who you were, the messages you were getting. It all stopped when you started these activities with this person. It was blocking your ships from coming in, your manifestations. It made you stop working on your level up, your progress, your spirituality. Like, no, don't stay home and meditate. Let's go hit the club. Let's do this. Let's do that. And then you stop meditating because you're too busy partying, or you're too busy, enjoying yourself with this person because it's puppy love. If it's something, that's kind of new. I'm talking about this chew. Ace of Cups. Two of Cups. Ace of Cup is your cups runneth over. Like, this is an emotional beginning, and then you have the Two of Cups. Maybe you thought this was someone brought in from the universe, like the divine. You thought that this was a divine union. Tell me about the Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. Whoa, way too many. We'll see. They wanted to be seen. Let's see. All right, we got the Ten of Pentacles. So receiving some type of inheritance, finances, celebrating, because you can move forward to calmer waters now. Were they trying to keep you from another relationship? Was there another relationship before this person popped up? Because that was your path. All right, tell me about the breakup. That's funny because you gave up. For some reason, I mean, if this is resonating with you, drinking alcohol is what I'm seeing here. Because you quit drinking and indulging in the way that you were, you refused that cup. The universe is giving you another cup with emotional balance, like the real stuff. Love, enjoyment, passion, like real passion, not this gaslighting shit. Hangman. You're breaking up because this relationship had you in hangman. Like, it held you up, kept you in one place, with the King of Wands. This is a King of Wands. What's a Two of Cups? Knight of Wands. This King of Wands blocked this Two of Cups, this emotional balance. It could have been another offer. Maybe when you got with this person, you had a choice between two people, and now you're realizing that you took the wrong one. Gaslighting. This person just mirrored you so well. They swayed your decision on that, and the relationship you turned down, that past friend. The past friend seen what was happening, but they weren't able to do anything because they were blocked. All right, if this is resonating, guys, that person you walked away from has secrets that you need to know. So you might want to hit them up. You might want to talk to them. They know something you don't know. Tell me about this Crown transformation. Seven of Wands. You're protected. You just had to wake up. You just had to wake up out of that. Now we have a Queen of Wands popping out here. What's this Queen of Wands? The Seven of Swords trying to steal from you. Trying to steal your transformation. Wow. Yeah, your crown is protected. Like, even though you got held up in this situation, that's still your crown. This Queen of Wands is coming in. Like, who's this Queen of Wands? Three of Pentacles. They learned something. They learned something that gave them the initiative to steal. It says transformation, newborn, evolution. Seven of Swords. What? Eight of Wands. Focused energy. Quick, fast, focused energy. Actions. Eight of Wands. The Empress. You're the Empress. That's why this is your crown. So what did the Queen of Wands learn? Are you serious? The Devil energy. This is Devil energy trying to steal your who you are. What? The Seven of Wands. You're protected. You're Temperance. Queen of Cups. That's what I'm saying. They used your emotions to gaslight you, to mirror you. They worked you. They worked you. This Queen of Wands learned this about you, and she thought working with this Devil energy, she had the upper hand on you. Wow. So tell me about the King of Wands. Putting obstacles. Okay, so this is a couple. They're working together. There's a female behind this. Feminine energy, sorry. Feminine energy behind this. And they use this masculine energy to come in and gaslight you and get you to fall in love with them so that they can block your progress. They're nothing but a clown, though. And they did kind of. They chased off the other person that the divine put in your path. What's this key? What's the key in the apple? Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, that looking back, that's what we started out with. Looking back at everything you put your time, your energy, your effort, your blood, sweat, and tears into, Seven of Pentacles. Looking back through this whole situation from the beginning, how everything worked out, you see what the problem is. You see this worthlessness. You see how the partying all the time and drinking the alcohol and having sex and all of that has actually put some obstacles on your path. So what's this apple? You're making good, like you were on the right path. The Death. Oh my goodness. Death card on top of the Death card. Wow. And that also talks about sexuality. That's the apple. That's that apple that Eve ate. Remember? This path will surely lead to death. And I'm talking spiritually. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to entice you to where you put a death to your own path. They were like the puppet masters. This was a big game, guys. Oh my God. This was a game. To them, this was a game. What in the world? But you're getting the key. So the core of the problem and the people that were involved is at the head of your reading. So you're finding this out by going within, tapping back into your intuition, tapping back into your ancestors. They're here, they're watching, and they are pissed. They are pissed. These people have violated divine law. They have went they've taken your free will away by the way they manipulated you. They could have been doing this Queen of Wands, doing magic with this Devil energy, Three of Pentacles, doing magic against you, doing magic on you. And this is a violation of divine law because it is against your free will. Just like these readings, without you clicking on this reading, giving me consent to read your energy, I am violating divine law. Like if I just sit here and I say, hey, I want to know what Jessica down the road's doing, and I start reading her energy, I'm violating her free will by tapping into her energy without her giving me consent. You know what I mean? So when they do this magic against you and they use your very essence to work against you without you knowing. Now, if they said, hey, I'm the devil, I want to party with you, I want to be your partner, come on, let's go. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that sounds like fun, let's go. That's not violating your free will. They were upfront, they told you who they were, and you agreed to it. This isn't what happened. They cloaked themselves in order to manipulate you, manipulate your transformation, your path, your true divine path. That's what happened. And these people are in trouble for this. You waking up to it is getting the, I'm surprised the Wheel of Fortune isn't here. It's getting that wheel turning. Now that you're aware, you called it out to your spirit team, to your divine, whatever. And now they're working it. They are working it. And everyone's going to see it. Divine intervention, divine timings right here. All your wishes, your hopes, your desires are going to come through now that the awareness of this energy. Wow. What's this unfinished business and torment? People are unbelievable, man. I just don't understand how people can be so dark and look in the mirror in the morning. Like, how do you get satisfaction out of manipulating somebody else, out of tormenting someone else, taking from someone else? I just don't understand how anyone can get fulfillment out of that. I don't. How do you look at yourself in the mirror in the morning? How do you even sleep? I can't do that. My conscience would eat me up. Two of Wands. Okay, so there's unfinished business from the past that is Two of Wands. That's like trying to decide what to do, where to go, how to. Tell me about this torment. What you want to manifest, what you want to take action on. Something from the past was holding that up. Three of Swords. Hang on one second. Okay, so with torment, we have Three of Swords. So something from the past is holding them up. This truth. The truth about who they are is tormenting them. Something from the past is tormenting them. That's why they had to do this. What's this Two of Wands, Three of Swords? The Tower. Okay, so their whole foundation was crumbling. This is the past energy. They were at an impasse. They didn't have any other way to move because, like I was saying, this truth of who they are at their core had them in bondage. What's the Tower? So maybe to get out of this torment, they made a deal. Judgment. They're under judgment. And they made a deal with somebody that they would do this to get out of that judgment. They had to block you. Okay, well, letting go of this clown. What's that? The Queen of Pentacles. So maybe you're the Empress, so the queens are you. It's talking about the Queen of Pentacles. Justice. Queen of Pentacles getting justice. Because you let go. You realize what the problem was and you're letting it go. Whether that's alcohol, this person, or whatever you're doing to indulge that was hindering your progress, you let it go. And by doing that, justice comes in and it exposes them. Tell me about this justice. Justice, that sword's pointing right at that clown. The High Priestess. You know their secrets. You see them. By waking up to this situation, you see them. You're in your High Priestess. This is the near future. You can see the light in the dark. You know everything. You know what's going on now. Wow. What is this devil trying to do? Nine of Wands. They wanted you wounded. They wanted you to have your defenses up. They wanted you to be guarded. They kept throwing shit at you. So this Queen of Wands, she's the ringleader in this operation. She was working in the background to throw obstacles in your path, doing magic on you. And the King of Wands, her counterpart, was actually the person in your world, pulling the strings, getting close to you. Going to the clubs, partying, having sex, drinking. Drinking is heavily in this reading. Tell me about this miss you in finances. What is this? Eight of Pentacles. This is you working hard. Hard at work. Over money problems. Tell me this Eight of Pentacles. Victory. Working hard for victory. For success. Tell me about this Chariot, Eight of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. And the Page of Swords. This is where I talked about, because this is how you're seeing yourself in this situation. You miss the old you. You now realize that this situation, kind of snuffed you out. Like you were on this path. You're the Empress, you're in High Priestess. So you're on this path. You're obviously very important for this double energy to be targeting you. So what you're doing is very important. And when you woke up, you're like, oh my God, I really miss who I was. I was on the right path. I don't understand what happened. You're working hard to get back on that path just by eliminating this energy from your world, walking away, giving it up, brings in justice. And now you're putting your nose to the grind. You're back at work at it. You're back, and that's giving you victory, which is giving them, they took a chance, leap of faith to do this to you. They wanted to hold your soul evolution up. But now they're left out in the cold and being watched. You're watching them. And they're watching you upgrade. Tell me about this Five of Pentacles, Page of Swords. They're on this. They're watching you receive. They're left out in the cold, and now they're watching you receive. So they're not getting If this devil energy paid them to do this to you or whatever, they're not getting it because they didn't finish the mission. You're getting victory. So what's this divine intervention? Strength. Tell me about the strength. 10 of Wands. They tried taking your strength away. They tried putting burdens on your back. 10 of Wands. They did. I mean, they had you 10 of Swords right there. You're too strong for that. Like, you get knocked down, you get right back up. And they're just sitting there looking like, how in the hell are they that strong? I did this, I did that, I did this. How come? How come? How come they're still standing? And this is how everyone else sees you. They see your strength to come up against all this hardship. These, the swords could be people talking shit about you. Which this devil energy, Queen of Wands, of course they were. Of course they were talking crap. And 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. Because look at that with the moon. It was hidden. So they don't understand how you were so strong to stand up to this energy when it was hidden. It was cloaked. How'd you know that? Because you're the Hierophant. They should have done their research better. I think they were more worried about covering their own ass because they did something else that was on them. Their whole world was crumbling before they met you or before they hooked up with you. So they seen you as like a last-ditch effort to get somewhere with this devil energy. However that works. All right, tell me about the law. King of Pentacles. Okay, I went to put him back in and he fell out again. Okay, that's next to the Queen of Pentacles. So this is like the head of the family. This could be a head of a business. King of Pentacles has everything he needs to succeed. Everything. So tell me about this King of Pentacles and the law. Nine of Pentacles. What's this Nine of Pentacles? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords knows the truth. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Hermit. Queen of Swords. The Nine of Pentacles talks about having your independence, all the luxuries. You have enough for yourself. You have enough to share with somebody else. But it's not the Ten of Pentacles where you share with the family. The King of Pentacles is not sharing in their pentacles. It's being hidden. And the Queen of Swords knows it. Got two nines here. Talking about the Hermit and the Nine of Pentacles. Healing. Four of Swords. Healing, resting. Talking about the Four of Swords. Right, there's that Wheel of Fortune I was talking about. Okay. So they're not going to release. This is with the law. And I said that was divine law. That's what I feel coming in. They're not going to release your abundance until this energy is out. They cannot benefit from your pentacles. They're not going to get it. So if that's what this Queen of Wands thought that she could do, come in and take an inheritance or something, like, I don't know, like the King of Wands come in, marry you, get access to your stuff, and then kill you off because drinks are coming up, poisoning you or whatever, killing you off, and then the Queen of Wands can step in, and then she's got your whole world. She's got it all. She's got the pinnacle, she's got the house, and she's with her counterpart. These pinnacles will not be released. Divine law, spiritual law will not, your ancestors, it's not being released unless this energy is out of your world. And it is. That's why divine intervention came up. You're too strong for it. You realized it. You called it out. And now you're going to move accordingly. Because once you call this devil energy out, it loses all its power against you. Oh, God. That death on death, man. They could have been doing sex magic on you. They invested a lot to take you out. And that apple, I forgot, what story is that? Is that Cinderella or whatever, where the crone hands her the apple and she eats it and it's poison? They're going to take you out. That's what this unfinished business is. This is a couple. King and Queen of Wands is a couple. And the King of Wands was sent in to do the dirty work. This is all so that they wouldn't be under, they thought that they could beat this judgment, this tower, their whole world crumbling. They lost something. They lost everything. Three of Swords, like they thought they were going to take yours. They messed their shit up, and they're like, hey, she's got some good stuff. Let's go take that. That's what I'm getting. All right, let's see what the outcome is. What's this cooldown? Shadow. Ancestors. Brand new beginning. Ace of Pentacles. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. That's a seed. Four of Pentacles. Protecting your assets, holding on to it, like making the decisions, building something, and now you're receiving from what you built, what you're meant to receive. Tell me about this Four of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. Tell me about this Nine of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so someone, your ancestors aren't letting go of these pentacles unless you are free and clear of this energy. They're stopped. They cannot move forward. They tried to. Boy, did they try. Tell me about this Nine of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. They're depressed. They're trapped. Your ancestors are on their ass. They can't take what's yours. Four of Pentacles. Even if they wanted to, they can't take what's yours. Five of Cups. I'm crying over spilt milk. Tell me about this Five of Cups, because they can't get your stuff. These lovers, I'm telling you, this is a couple. You're the star. They wanted to take out the star. Tell me about the star. But you got victory and recognition. Not only in this world, but from your ancestors. You earned this shit. Page of Wands. Getting a message. Knight of Swords. That's, yeah, they're over there running their mouths. Knight of Swords. They're trying to come at you with words. They're trying to talk shit. You're getting victory and recognition. You're being seen as the star, and they're over there in their devil energy, just running their mouths. Tell me about this Page of Wands. They can run their mouths all they want. They're out. Ace of Wands, baby. Your victory and recognition is giving you this Ace of Wands. That's the magic wand. They're out. Tell me about this death. Ending a cycle. That's right. end of a cycle. This is with the 2 death cards. Them trying to poison you or whatever they are trying to do to get your spot. That's ending. That's at the top of the read. So what's the 7 of Pentacles? I'm going to finish this off. Page of Pentacles. They did a lot to move forward. They were just waiting. But no, you get this new beginning because you figured out what the problem was. Anything else? King of Swords. What the King of Swords says goes, period. He doesn't even want to hear the sob story, so they sit over there running their mouths all they want. This King of Swords, he knows the facts, he knows the truth, and you're not going to sway him. Period. Judgment call. King of Swords. Yep, blocking them. 2 of Swords, they are blocked. Yeah, they're just trying to cause conflict, trying to win at all costs. Nope, not going to work. You've been found out. Trash. Knight of Cups. Look at that. That's what I was talking about. They're using your heart, your emotions against you. But you're able to adapt. And your adaptability exposes them and makes you extremely happy. Because when you delete this energy from your world, you light back up. Like your soul lights back up. You're able to manifest. Your wishes come true. 10 of Cups, the family. Page of Cups, a message of love. They have to walk away from emotionally manipulating you. This Emperor is not happy because you're being seen as the King of Cups. And you wouldn't accept the 7 of Cups. Any illusions, you were, you investigated these. You woke up. And the Emperor is not happy. Look at the Emperor. Look at him. He's not happy because you were able to adapt and wake up to the situation. That is amazing, guys. Like I said, if there's somebody that you didn't choose for the person that you're with right now, you might want to talk to them because they knew some secrets. They knew something. So you might want to reach out to them. It might help you on your path because right off you're realizing what the trash was. Just watch your back because this Queen of Wands is in the devil energy. She wants, even though the divine is working for you and stuff, you still have to watch yourself. These people are trying to take what's yours at any cost. So don't let them in. Put those barriers up, boundaries. Don't let them in. You are on the path to ascension. Your divine ancestors are here. You're on the right path. They're in the wrong no matter what they say. No matter what they say. No matter what they talk shit about. Don't let it hinder you. You know the truth. Stand in your truth. You're the Hierophant. You got this. They're falling all on their own. They were falling before they came into your world, and they're falling even harder after they came into your world to take you out. So, you got this, guys. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.